Welcome, welcome. Good morning. How is everyone doing today? Well, today's topic is about consciousness and what that is. But I do want to go over my glimmers from yesterday. Even with my sore knees, I was able to move around better than the previous day. And the pain was less, and so I was able to prepare for my show. And I'm glad that happened because otherwise I may have had to cancel it. But it happened, and it was very joyful. Great time. We laughed. And the project, I think, came out really well. I'll show you. It's not done, but I don't know if you can see it. But all the white are gel printing from a stencil, and then the background is just pink and copper paint mixed together in various forms. Now, as you build a masterboard, I am also, I was looking at how I can cut this up. That would be cute for pockets or for belly band. I was looking at the roses. I'm not quite sure I can get a belly band out of that though, because it's kind of crooked. See, we need them straight. But anyway, I was thinking of putting some Asimic writing on this, and I told them I'm going to sew it as well. So that's it, and excited. I think it'll turn out really nice for junk journals, for journal pockets and tags and belly bands and whatever that will come from it. Okay, so I was excited about that. So that was a success. And my neurological system, I did do some calf stretching. I have a special box that I can use, and so I did that a couple times. I did do a little more activity of motion, walking around and stretching. Hi. Great. Lurk all you want, dear. I know you've got to work, yes. Thank you for popping in and letting me know. I appreciate it. That is Jay Jacqueline at Lovely Crafting Lodge, who will have a great sale this Friday. Don't miss it. It's in the afternoon usually for me at Pacific time. I think you might be Mountain time. I kind of forget. I just wait for it to pop up on my phone, and there it is. So, all right, back to my glimmers. Yeah, I also moved a little bit slower, tried to think of positive things, and my body started feeling better. 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 4 p.m. East. Oh, see? Thank you for helping me out on that. Lovely Crafting Lodge, 4 p.m. Eastern. She will have her sale on Friday. It's a great sale. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. It's a great sale. I'm going to be there. Probably a lot of other people will be there too. All right. So that's how I took care of my nervous system yesterday, and I felt way better about it. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Unknown
Whoops.
caller.
I get these phone calls, that I don't want. I don't really know how to stop it, because lately they've been more than usual. Like, do you want to sell your home? Do you want to buy a mixer? Do you want are you looking for mail? And if you are, please pay us $100. I mean, it's a lot of it is scamming, and no way would I release any money over the phone that a person I wouldn't know. Anyway, off the track. I'm sure that's how most people think. Okay, that is all my glimmers that I have for yesterday. Oh, the breathing, the breathing. I did pause and I breathed, and it actually, the science studies say to go in through your nose and out through your mouth and more out through your mouth, and to do it 10 times. And that will release any anxiety that your nervous system may have. It worked. I only did it once, and I didn't feel a need to do it another time. But I will do the same today. I will try to do the breathing, stretching my calves, and moving a little more, dancing in my movement, a little more movement. Today I need to go to the post office, so that will give me movement for sure. Oh, and then I did the Our Father prayer twice. I really think that's a good way to pray, because I didn't want any temptations yesterday. I wanted everything to go smoothly yesterday. I didn't want to have to deal with any temptations. But so anyway, that helped me. So I'm going to continue that same process. Also drink more water. And I think that helps too. I'm going to drink just something right now, which I bring my vitamin drink now to this pause time. Okay. So my intentions, what matters to me today? What is God telling me today? This is odd, because what I heard in my mind was see and look. See it, see it. And maybe that could mean a lot of things. It could mean awareness. See, see, see. S-E-E. Isn't that odd? All right. Well, we're going to go for it, and we're going to see what the day brings, right? Okay. So I think my house cleaner, I get it from my home. I think my house cleaner might be coming tomorrow. I lose track. It's like every other week, but I work with her, and so we do cleaning. She does like all the scrubbing, but I'll like do all the organizing and get things off the floor and do laundry that's necessary, open a little bit of windows, clean and organize. I kind of organize more, and she kind of does the cleaning. Oh dearie. But I do have a watercolor Thursday, and I'll be painting a bird tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's just a chat, paint, no biggie, no big rigmarole like I do with my Joyful Art Time show. Okay, so learning, something came up in my learning, and I've got to look it up. Calcium score test and how that relates to heart attacks, because I'm not real sure about that. So that's one of the things I'm going to learn today. I also need, for self-care, I forgot about that. I'm going to continue doing the nervous system relaxation. And I think I need to do physical therapy for my knees. So I'm going to need to go to the doctor. I don't like to go to the doctor, but I really think my knees probably need some help. After I fell on them and smashed them, and now just walking a little bit really pushed my knees overboard, so they need a little help. And today for art, I'm hoping to work on my dog and get it posted, my whimsical dog, and get it posted in the appropriate Facebook group. And I already started cleaning up from last night's project, and I need to do a few things on that. Okay. Today I am focused also on Masterboard Madness of 2026. That's by Hazel Annika Designs. And so I will be focused on that as well, completing my own masterboard. Scripture today was a little intense, and that's why I was a tiny bit late. Not too bad, but I was struggling. I was struggling because I do have an ADHD brain. Sometimes I can blurt things out. I'm getting better with age. I'm trying, and that's where seeing awareness, I have to have that awareness that when I think somebody is being critical, when I think somebody is blaming somebody else or blasting somebody else and trying to get a point across, it's really disturbing to me. I want to blurt really quickly. And remember I told you I've worked on decision making and how I can quickly make a decision. Well, when that happens, I'm like, my consciousness is working in double time because it really irritates me. It actually kind of makes me angry, and then I will blurt. And sometimes my blurting, though, being ADHD, I can blurt too much and I might hurt somebody else and their consciousness. So it's interesting in Corinthians today about how if somebody's a non-believer and they invite you over and they want to be your friend, and that's fine, that should be an okay thing. However, when you get into consciousness, and consciousness is, I wrote it down here, let's see, it's your experiences and your learning, but also your memory, your emotions, beliefs and morals, your personality, and your awareness. And again, that awareness comes up and seeing. So I'm going to be kind of on a little bit of journey today, and I was struggling with this. Oh Lord, don't tell me I did it again, blurting something that might have hurt somebody, or and I think I did. So I'm going to have to go and say I'm sorry and respect their consciousness. And that's basically what Apostle Paul is saying, is that in his time, the Jews had to have all this special food, right? And so and Paul was a Jewish man, but he was a believer. And so he was to adapt and follow Christ and imitate Christ, which we all are supposed to do, which is very difficult. And, I know in Scripture that, Christ did get angry. He felt all the emotions. And when he talked to the Pharisees, he was pretty strict and contradicted them, made them very upset. And basically, they wanted him to die. So they did contribute to his death. So anyway, there's that piece to it as well. So how do you know? I mean, St. Paul, as Paul is talking about respecting other, but some, their other person's consciousness. And so that's fine. I guess then you set boundaries. And I thought, well, you set boundaries. Try not to respect them as a person, love them as a person, and set your boundaries maybe before you even go over and create this friendship with this person, right? Because you're going to have different morals and different values for sure. And, and experiences on how you grew up in your families, that kind of thing. So I guess what it is to consider what might happen when you're around them, and to be respectful and loving to them, I guess, is basically what I get here. It's like, don't give offense to the Jews or the Gentiles or the churches of God. How many people give offenses to churches? I mean, oh, why are you this? They don't know what they're doing. Or, don't go there. That's a horrible place. I mean, that's all offenses. The church, which is also us, people, and when we get together as the church, we're not supposed to be offensive to believers or to the churches that are formed, because they are of God. That's what God says. We're of God. So I guess I keep saying so, sorry, penny in there. I'm trying to not say so much and but so much, and trying to talk without saying because my mind also comes in spurts. It doesn't always just flow evenly, and that's just because I have ADHD. So I'm trying my best to get this mind to flow. Oh my, but I love my mind. I was born with this mind. I was born with it. So I get it. So if somebody says, oh, don't eat that food because of such and such, and even though you want to eat that food, or you might want to say that thing, or you might want to do whatever, you need to respect their consciousness and make things pleasing to the other person as well, in a loving way. It's basically what I learned today. And I didn't mean to, I didn't really mean to do what I had done. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I did, but I've got to think about the other person's consciousness and how, they've been raised in a different country. I just get, when people start blaming and blasting other people for problems, and it's not always, it can't always be one person-sided. And there's a lot of complex factors involved, which I don't even want to get into. But it's just being kind to each other and not being so mean and radical. about things. You know, does it really matter? I think about those things. Does it really matter? You know, I worked hard all my life since I was age 16. I'm now retired, and I do have a retirement income. It does, you know, of course, if I want to add to it, I will have to work. That's just the way it is. I mean, I didn't win the lotto. My family was middle class America. They worked too. We all worked to get to a certain place that, you know, we had clothes and eating and a home, and that's just the way it is. So, and we have freedom here in America, or United States, I should say. America kind of brings in Mexico, I think, but called the Americas, this kind of nation. And then we have Canada, which is very close to me, and you know, our country and the European country and Canada, you know, they've been kind of squabbling with each other about things. But I just heard from a man in Wales that he has stopped Happy Mail, and because he can't afford it in Europe. He can't afford, it's just costly, it costs him too much money. And you know, you have to look at your income and what you can afford, and so he has taken that off his list. He cannot do that anymore. So I'm thinking, my gosh, you can't even mail things in your own country that are affordable for people's incomes. Is pretty sad thing, I think. Pretty sad. At least here in the United States, a letter, you know, is affordable for us. I try to keep my Happy Mail in that format. You know, I'm not going to send them bunches of stuff, but I send them stuff that I think they will enjoy in a letter size like this. I'm getting off topic. See how I get off topic? But you know, it's one of these, and it usually will cost like $3 and maybe less if you keep it within, you know, under an ounce, I think it is. So I think the last time I did 3 mailings for $5, and that's very reasonable, I think, for me and my income. I don't do it maybe once a month or maybe twice a month, maybe I think more than about once a month. I select some people that I'm thinking about. But anyway, the world is complex, and sometimes, you know, I'm in my own little cocoon here. I have my own sacred space around me. And I just want to take care of that, I guess, the best I can. And I really don't want to hurt people. And so I tame this tongue. Tame this tongue, dear Lord, tame this tongue. So I got in kind of a tizzy about consciousness and how to be respectful of other people's consciousness, even though they're so much different than mine, and probably enjoy their culture and their talent, and not so much their consciousness. Maybe that's the way to say it. Oh dear. Well, I am done for today. I don't know if I took longer. Oh, I did. I took almost 30 minutes. Yesterday was 20 minutes. Well, you can see how I was struggling with what I need to do today as one thing I need to do concerning consciousness. All right. Well, you guys, you ladies, gents, you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, going through this pause program. And it's a 2-week test pilot. I've already noticed I want to change a couple things on the forms. But I think it's flowing well. At least it's flowing well for me for taking this hour. It takes me about an hour of my time in the morning to go through all of this. And it gives me a great focus. And I guess maybe that's seeing too. Focus is giving, see there? That's my word of the day from the Lord. Seeing. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys too. I'll talk about it tomorrow. My watercolor Thursday. Oh, it's just a blast. We laugh and paint and people join in, and it's a lot of fun. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Sending love to you, sending love to the universe, and sending love to me about consciousness of me and others. Thank you so much. Boy, I'm airing my dirty laundry. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Bye bye.